Hello, Scorpio. It's Maggie the Irish Gypsy bringing you your January 2025 mid-month general reading. We're looking at the second half of January, and the challenge is always to say 2025, not 2024. We're looking at the second half of January 2025. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks so much for taking the time to do so. Water sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching for Scorpio. This video is for you. It's relevant and important. It is a general reading. It might resonate a little differently for everyone, so take what works for you and leave the rest behind. If you know your other sign placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, it's helpful to watch those videos as well. Can give you different insight and perspective. If something really hits home with you, resonates, you'd like to take a deeper look at it, maybe dive into it, and reach out for a personal reading with me for yourself or as a gift for someone else, or you simply like the reading style, email me, Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. You can also see that contact information by clicking on the description of this video, clicking on the word more. You'll see that there, along with my PayPal Me link for those of you who care to donate in support of my channel. Always my gratitude to those of you that do. I would love to hear from you. I can usually get back to you pretty quick the same day, within 24 hours, with more information. I offer a pretty wide variety of reading choices. I cover all areas of life, different types, lengths, cost, styles, spread. I've tried to add a little something for everyone in there. I'm quite diligent and focused on the timely scheduling of personal readings if that's important to you. The 6 and 12-month overviews are still very popular right now. They cover all areas and aspects of life for the next 6 or 12 months. A lot of people like to get those, at the end of one year, beginning of another, to get a look ahead. So something to keep in mind. If you're interested, email me. Okay, Scorpio, let's see what the second half of January 2025 bringing in for you. Change, the Wheel of Fortune. Divine timing and orchestration, regardless of how it's viewed at the time. This is divine change. Change and transformation coming in. With the Knight of Swords, there's some kind of opportunity coming in, perhaps quite quickly, quite swiftly. There's a need to make a choice and take action here, probably in a pretty decisive, action-oriented way. Next, we have the Five of Wands, but there's some conflict. The conflict might be within yourself, might be with somebody else. Not everybody might be on board for you doing this. With the Ten of Coins. Ten of Coins is the Ten of Pentacles, long-term stability and security. Might be in the financial material area of life, job, work, money, property, estate, long-term security and stability, where you're not worried so much about next week, next month, next year, because this is a card that speaks of inheritance and legacy, and again, that deep-rooted sense of security and stability, where you're not worried, you're not stressed out about the next week, the next month, the next year, tomorrow, right? This can be financial and materially, it can be emotionally, it can represent, like relationships or family, where all of that is involved. Next, we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is taking stock at what you have, what the work you've put into something, what you have to show for it. Do you want to make changes? The Tower. Whoa. Wheel of Fortune and the Tower in one reading, Scorpio. Divine timing and orchestration is coming in here, perhaps in a pretty unexpected way, to affect some kind of necessary change in your life. From the bottom of the deck, the overall focus, oh my gosh. The overall focus is death, change, endings, transformation, which the Tower and the Wheel, wow. I mean, whatever it is coming in, whether it's viewed at the time as super positive or whether it's viewed at the time as negative, I mean, this is a general reading. The exact details and the intensity will vary in general readings. It's necessary, right? It's a necessary change. And it requires some kind of action on your part. Let's take a deeper look. I can't figure out if right now it might be challenging. It might, Well, I mean, it's challenging no matter how you look at it, because it represents like huge change, huge transformation, huge change, and divinely timed and orchestration. You're not getting out of this one. I mean, Spirit's putting you on this, on some other path. Whether it's viewed at the time as super positive, no matter what the consequences or challenges, or perhaps sacrifices you have to make to move on to it, whether that's viewed as positive at the time or whether it's viewed as challenging at the time is unclear to me. I mean, it's a general reading. Could be either one. But let's take a look at that overall focus of death, which represents endings and transformations and change, so that transformation and rebirth can occur. It's about embracing the letting go of something old so that we can move forward into something new. I mean, kind of the phoenix having to die in that fire so it can be reborn again out of the ashes, right? I'm not saying you're going to, I don't know. Let's take a look at death. The Wheel of Fortune again. Oh my Lord. The Tower again. The Six of Wands, victory, triumph, success. I'm going to pull one more. The Ten of Pentacles, which is the same as the Ten of Coins. This is unbelievable. For a general reading, this is unbelievable. We have death. We have the Tower twice. We have the Wheel of Fortune twice. We have the Ten of Coins, Ten of Pentacles twice. Success, victory. I think for some of you, maybe even a lot of you, I hope for a lot of you, that this is something coming to fruition. Maybe you thought it would take a lot longer. Maybe you thought it would never happen. Wheel of Fortune and Knight of Swords. The Page of Cups, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups. Might be marriage for some of you, marriage proposal. Like out of the blue. It's something that's positive, beautifully positive for home, family, that whole kind of white picket fence. I mean, this is positive messages coming in, a love-driven offer, an opportunity, and the Ten of Cups is our happy home, happily ever after, white picket fence. Finally, the pieces have fallen into place. You can't ask for more than that. And this is all clarifying the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Swords. But for some reason, I'm feeling like action, if you're going to take action, action needs to be taken quite quickly. Wow, the Sun at the bottom. This is like an extraordinary reading, Scorpio. Let's take a look at the Five of Wands and the Ten of Coins, because there's conflict here. Maybe, it's, of course, it's huge, huge, huge life change here, which means closing the door probably on a number of things, maybe even people, maybe even one person or situations, which presents its challenges no matter how positive the thing is you're going to. Maybe some people are jealous. Maybe not everybody's on board. Maybe they're not on board because it's going to end up taking you away from them in some way. Five of Wands, Ten of Coins. Maybe they're trying to tell you it's not everything it's cracked up to be. The Knight of Swords, again. The Seven of Swords, the High Priestess. You might be for a minute questioning their motives, right? Like, is this really true? Is this really happening? Are they really honest? Maybe you've been hurt a lot in your life and that kind of stays with you and you're trying to ask yourself, is this really what it feels like it is? It might be that you, from somebody else that isn't on board with this, I'm getting for some of you that making this change would take you away from someone or a group of people. And so they're trying, the other person or people are trying to naysay it, well, how do you know this is? They're probably just out to, you don't know that this is, just because of fear of loss in their own life. Seven of Coins, the Tower. This reading is blowing me away. The The Eight of Swords, swift movement, action. Might involve travel, moving, relocating, some combination of all of those things. With the Ace of Pentacles, practical new beginnings, or new beginnings have a practical component to it, which is likely a physical change. So it could be residence, moving job, careers, family, home. The Hierophant and the Six of Cups. Childhood dreams, long-held dreams, everything pure, good, traditional norm, coming to some kind of swift achievement. Four of Wands, the other happy home, happily ever after, traditional wedding card of the tarot. Incredible. It's just incredible. Something is coming to fruition here. It has this almost surreal quality to it, Scorpio, like you're like, and you're almost, and some of you might be a little paranoid and suspicious of it. It's like, no, can this really be happening? Is this really happening? And maybe questioning if it really is, or what the motives behind it are, or the person on the other side, or something like that. But yeah, it really is happening, and it requires choice and action on your side, and pretty decisive, intentional action as well. There's a sense of speed, this moving quite quickly here. So let's end with guidance, advice, feedback from Spirit. Okay, we have the Ten of Wands, the Seven of Wands. Time to drop the defensives. You don't have to be defensive anymore. You don't have to be so vigilant anymore, so defensive anymore, so guarded anymore. It's all about growth and expansion and moving forward on a new path and a new beginning, and not having to feel like you have to keep the armor up and all that constant vigilance up. And that weight of the world's on your shoulders and that's all on you kind of energy. It's time to kind of drop that, because you can't move forward into this new offer and opportunity holding all of that defensive, vigilant energy. Yeah. So, I mean, Spirit's pretty much dragging you on this path. I mean, it's extraordinary. One of the most extraordinary general readings I think I've ever seen, and I've been doing this for decades. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Scorpio, those are your messages for the second half of January 2025. Now, for those of you for whom they made sense and resonated, let me know. But if they did, and you'd like to take a deep dive on it, take a deeper look on it, explore it a bit, reach out for a personal reading with me, for yourself, as a gift for someone else, email me, Maggie@gmail.com. You can see that info also by clicking the description of this video, clicking on that word more. I will see you all in a couple of weeks for the next set of readings. Until then, stay safe, stay well, be blessed as we continue to move through the first month of this new year. I hope to see you back here again soon, and I hope to hear from some of you as well. Take care. Bye-bye.